Oh shit. Big vibes. Damn, he bought. Damn, I can't even. Hold on, let me reel it in because I started with the because I got mad hyped. You know what I mean? Because y'all copping out. Shouts to. Hold on. How do I? That's yeah. Yeah.
Doing good.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna start the episode.
Shout out to my daughter's keeper, man, on IG.
Shout out to everybody that copped out on the new Off the Dome. You know what I mean? Archive sale vibes. You know what I mean? We got some nice t-shirts up there for some nice prices. You know what I mean? We got some nice pins, great pins for some nice prices. You know what I mean? And we got some hats that are not discounted, but beautiful.
Facts. And some sizes that, you feel me? We threw a couple 99s up there. We found them. We found them in the stash.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all been wanting those. They up there. Some people did good and they got them, but they slipping away, slipping away.
The sizes are super limited. It's not like I don't want to get you like OD amp like you about to go up there and see a full size run
there's
of
some
anything.
shit up there. There's some shit up there.
There's not a full size run of anything, but there's stuff. Definitely. Don't do bad.shop. That is the website, y'all. Make sure you tapping in, and we'll start with a shameless plug. You know what I mean? This is episode 129, the Off the Dome podcast. The I don't know, what are we? We're the hype podcast. You know what I mean? The hype and trend podcast.
I'm not even like hype.
Nah,
we not hype.
I'm just
you know, we the guys that talk about hats, but we also in the streets. You feel me? Like we them guys.
So we're not for the community. We're not corporate, but we're hype.
Nah, we for the community. We never for corporate.
No, you know what it is?
We never corporate.
I'm super for the community. I think people get wrapped up, you know what I mean, because they realize that they fail to realize rather that we've been here for quite some time. You know what I mean? It's been a long time that we've been in this community. So, you know what I mean? A lot of people have put in a lot of work in that time frame. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a lot of people like to say that we like to highlight well-known designers, you know what I mean? Or name brand designers. I seen that one floating around this last week. A lot of y'all calling people name brand designers. The people like Eat My Gat would be a name brand designer to y'all.
That's crazy. Y'all don't even remember when Eat My Gat just got started. We was there.
Yeah, this is the thing that y'all not realizing is that nobody that you think is a name brand designer just showed up one day in the hat community and became a name brand designer. They put in that work to become a name brand designer, to become a brand that you can trust and somebody who sells out hats instantly. You know what I mean? It's not. It just doesn't happen overnight. You know what I mean? There's a lot of work that goes into it. So I just feel like a lot of y'all just think that you're going to hop out, you know what I mean? Hop off the porch, 2 hats in the game, and you're going to be one of them guys. And it's just like, it's tough to do. Some people might be able to do it. You know what I mean? But it's not for everybody. A lot of people, it's a long, arduous road to become one of the greats in this hat game. You know what I mean?
Stop your blood clot expectations, bro. You feel me? The only thing that you should be doing, that he said, is that you jumping off the porch. That's the first energy you got to bring to the table. Just jumping off the porch. You don't get an award just because you jumped off the porch. That's what is expected off rip. You feel me? It's to keep doing it. You feel me? A lot of these people, look at Gat, right? We just mentioned Gat. How many Phillies he done dropped? Like, he in double digits right now, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you feel me? Look at 215. 215 going crazy, right? Look at Fitted Algebra. You feel me? Look at, bro.
I mean, AZ Crowns didn't just show up and become AZ Crowns.
He been doing this.
We're 100 crowns down the line, and you know what I mean? You have to respect it. So
look at the Fly Kids. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
All these people we mentioning, you feel me? They was sprinkling hats here and there. Look at Bones Brims. You feel me? Look at Rahnni. Rahnni started dropping off little joints here. Now he dropping a full clip on you. You never even know. It just happens. You feel me? Because now they in like 4th gear. And they started off small.
You would have thought Rahnni wasn't out there fucking editing mad TikTok videos every day, putting in that pain on the net, you know what I mean, to gather his following. Like,
he don't even got time. Like, he don't even got time to do the reels like he used to. He used to be good for a reel every week type shit, right?
I want y'all to. Well, he's still. No, he was good for 2 reels a day. You know what I mean? We're talking. He's good for a reel a week now. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking 2 reels a day, a reel a day. You know what I mean? Y'all don't understand the pain that was put in this community for people to make their names. You know what I mean?
Even shout out to Myfitteds. You feel me? Talk about Myfitteds. You feel me? I was saying how he like a success story because he was one of them dudes dropping what like two clips a week, 2 clips every other day type shit. You feel me? Storytime vibes. And now he working for Hat Club, making hats. Voted Hat of the Year last year. Come on, bro.
It's just it doesn't happen overnight. You know
It
what I mean?
don't.
A lot of these people put in pain to get their spot. And so if you want their spot, you got to put in equal pain to get that spot. You got to rip their fucking claws off that spot cuz they got it right now. And they're not taking a foot off your neck. You know what I mean? So just understand that this shit just doesn't arise out of nowhere. This shit just doesn't happen. You know what I mean? We don't become the trendy and hype podcast out of nowhere. It's because we put in work with the community. You know what I mean? We were the community podcast at one point too, you know what I mean? And just shit happens over time, you know what I mean? And
we still in the community, but
well, I of course I believe we're the community podcast regardless. I think anything that's actually made by the community is for the community. That's just, you know what I mean? There is no one community podcast. Yeah, no, there's no just one community podcast. If you are here for the community and you're doing the work, you know what I mean, then you're for the community. At the end of the day, like you'll call them name brand designers, but these are just people. You know what I mean? And
who
you want to
fuck is name brand design? Who started that verb?
Can I get my shit off?
My bad.
You'll call them name brand designers, but they're just people at the end of the day, like you and me. You know what I mean? And you'll call them like pop-in stores, but they're really moms and pop shops. Besides fucking Hat Club and Lids, if we be honest, most of the stores that we talk about are moms and pop shops. They're owned by one of us, for real. You know what I mean? And so like it's just, we're really just trying to help like family businesses stay afloat. Literally, y'all. You know what I mean? And so maybe some people that you might think are popping design at these stores, but it's all family at the end of the day, and it's all community. You know what I mean? And we just want to see this shit go further. So anybody that's helping it go further, I'm here for. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not here for the division but I'm here for the funny shit though. I'll take the funny shit and the content because it's important. You know what I mean? People should be making content around the different shows that we have now, and it's dope that there are multiple shows to have. At one point there was only one show that people watched about hats. You know what I mean? And now there's plenty of things. I find out about new shows every day. I just found out about Brims and Banter. Shouts to y'all. You know what I mean? On IG. I seen that. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of different shows out here that are doing things within the hat community, and so you know what I mean? Pick your poison. There's so much to go around, so much love. And yeah, that's that on that, right? So we talked about the
none of that. I feel like just to piggyback what you said, nothing from the conversation we just had should be taken as you should stop doing what you're doing. You feel me?
Oh no!
Like
you should go harder.
Nothing that we said is it an effort to stop you from creating, from stopping you from doing what you do. Like, we want you to do what you do. We just don't want you to get caught up in oh, you know, like, I'm not getting attention, this, that, the third. Best believe everybody can see what is going on and what is it, but you have to understand. Not all the time something is made and it gets a yes all across the board. You feel
critically
me?
Acclaimed.
You feel me? Like you just got to keep on going. That's not to mean that like you're not going to reach out certain people, because there's a lot of people out there that be collecting hats and they just you don't know until they post a full clip. You're like, damn, I remember that. Why I ain't buy this? Why I ain't buy that? And there be people out there really tapped in, buying every fucking crown, and then when they show you that clip, it's like, damn, bro, why I didn't buy that shit? You feel me? So
yeah, I mean, sometimes your hat is just trash. You know what I mean? It'd be like that. Sometimes your hat is just mid. No, that's real life though.
Else.
A lot of people need to know that.
That's
you know what I mean? Sometimes
else,
you reach out to somebody to show your hat on their platform, and your hat is trash, and so your hat doesn't get shown on whatever platform because it's not fire. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? But what I am saying is that sometimes your hat can be trash. You know what I mean? Sometimes you reach out to somebody and you don't get the support that you're looking for because it's just not that. It's not that moment right there. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to do with like you not like that far along in the game, because sometimes it could be your first hat, you could knock it out the park and it could get covered by everybody. You know what I mean? It's different strokes for different folks. Not everybody has the same journey to get to somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's gonna have it differently.
It's just different. So, I just feel like people do one joint and they have a lot of expectations. They expect
if that one fire, it's gonna make its rounds.
Nah, but I promise niggas make a clip and niggas make a good hat in January and they expect that January fire to make it all the way to December. But it's like,
the fiery fire, then it will. If it's the fiery fire, but Yes.
It don't go that way.
It 100% will. Nah. It does go that way. Absolutely 100%. Yes, because hat of the year last year came from a pack that dropped in February. So it absolutely does happen that way. But it got to be the fiery fire. Y'all niggas ain't making the fiery fire and you expecting it to last. And it don't last when you don't. See, the thing with fire. Hear me out real quick. The thing with fire is that you must cultivate your fire. You know what I mean? You must feed your fire. You know what I mean? You must build the biggest fire possible. If you build a little ass fire, it will not last the conditions. You know what I mean? You must build a fire that is ready to withstand all of the conditions that are around you. You know what I mean? And so when you do that, it lasts very long. If you make your first hat and it's a fucking gem, a fucking banger, you knock it out the park, you do everything fucking properly, and you get the marketing right, then yes, it will find all the platforms it needs to find. I promise you. If you didn't reach those platforms yet with that first hat, maybe you didn't do all those things. Maybe you didn't check all them boxes, and that's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay to look in the mirror and be like, damn, I didn't check that box, and there's not a hidden agenda against me in the hat community. You know what I mean? Maybe there's not a secret Illuminati and motherfuckers that decide who talks about what hats. Maybe we're just looking for the best hats possible. And that's it.
Listen, sometimes it's all across the board fire. Sometimes a nigga starts some shit and you don't see the full picture until the end of the game. You feel me? That's just how it go.
Yeah, I mean, some people start whack.
That's how it go.
And they build their shit up.
That's
some
how it
people
go.
Start out right out the gate. You know what I mean? Bugging out. You know what I mean? It's everybody has a different journey, like I said. But yeah, that's that on that. Why continue any further? What do you have on the mata today, Lani? And how do you say 129 in Spanish?
The way you be asking that sound like a setup. And how do you say 129 in Spanish?
What?
Oh my bad. 129. There you go. 129. And I am wearing, shout out to Loso, Mr. Pinhor Loso.
Ooh,
wearing his first Phillies.
First crown. Hold on.
They wasn't there for that.
No, there's a point to be made here about people creating hats, becoming name brand designers, like some people might say Loso
this
is.
Verbiage, we have to stop this verbiage.
And
who the fuck started this?
I don't know, but I know it's out there.
Name brand designers.
But there's something to be said about Loso making his first hat, it being an actually fire hat. You know what I mean? And then him using that and building. You know what I mean? Not everybody gets to do that. Loso was also an esteemed member of the community before he ever got to make a hat. I mean, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, shouts to Loso.
He was just known as that guy that loved Phillies. Balboa. And when he got the opportunity to make a Phillies, it was well loved. There wasn't a lot of these crowns that was made.
I didn't get it. I'm not gonna hold you.
You feel me? This was a different era of hats.
Yeah.
This came out in a different era of hats than what we are used to right now. Let me tell you, boy, this was a different era. A lot of y'all wouldn't have made it in that store.
Yeah, well, not even just that. A lot of y'all
wouldn't have made it in that store. Shout out to
a lot of y'all wouldn't still be able to be friends with Pinhor Loso if you didn't get the hat. You know what I mean? Because that's how y'all feelings is built in this hat community. You know what I mean? But I understand that sometimes shit don't shake. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. If you looking for an item out there and you didn't get a certain item or you didn't get a fucking reaction that you wanted from somebody in the hat community, don't turn into a villain because of it. You know what I mean? Just maybe one day you will. And that's that. I got today on the Mata, I got on the AMS Cubs. You know what I mean? It's not the AMS Cubs because the AMS Cubs won hat of the year like a few years back. I'm spacing. It's the main event. You know what I mean? Cubs. The CM Punk. Shouts to AMS. Yeah, the CM Punk, greatest in the world. Yeah, I'm just feeling that vibe right now. I'm not gonna hold you. This is like if you watch the podcast, I talk about shit that I probably shouldn't be talking about, but who's gonna stop me? Who gonna stop me, huh? You know what I mean? But if you're watching this, then you're privy to some information that we have handed in. Main event part 2.
Let's go off the dome.
That's not off the dome. It is off the dome. I guess that's an exclusive, so that works. You know what I mean? It's off the dome exclusive. Nobody else knows that.
World premiere.
Premiere. So that might happen at some point this year. You know what I mean? Hopefully if the hats come back and everything is right. You know what I mean? It's a lot of hats in this pack. It's dare I say it might be double the size, pause. You know what I mean? And so it's a lot to go through. A lot of modifications might happen, but yeah, just stay tuned. Crazy. Shit is gonna go down.
You're giving y'all crazy insight ahead of the game. I'm not gonna lie.
Way ahead of the game. You know what
That's
I mean?
crazy.
Yeah, so
You getting spoiled.
If you thought that
spoiled.
If you thought you was about to get your wrestling shit off, no, we did every other wrestler you could think of. Probably not everyone, but we did a bunch of good ones, and so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, so
Are you gonna tell them what happened
about
our recent weekend?
Yeah, I was about to go back and be like, damn, we had a lot of shit going on, and it kind of ties into the vlogs because I also want to talk about the vlogs, because if you are tapped in with the channel, then you know there's been more content. Like, we didn't have an episode last week, but we had 3 videos drop that if you like add up the watch time of all the videos, it's basically an episode. Like literally an hour.
More of that. It's like it's a movie for real.
Type shit. An hour long worth of vlog content we dropped on y'all in 3 different videos. It
was like Pee Wee goes to jail, Pee Wee in the wood.
I don't want to be Pee Wee, but
damn,
if I gotta be, I guess.
Those are good movies, though. You never watched the Pee Wee movies as a kid?
Yeah, but I don't want to be Pee Wee. You know what I mean?
Damn, don't think like that. I didn't say that. You feel me? I didn't say we was that guy. I was just talking about as far as all the different movies that nigga put out.
We could have been like Medea.
The Chipmunks, Medea.
Anyways, we had a really busy weekend. That's what I was saying. So busy week in general. So we had Rushmore, you know what I mean? F&F, like invite only vibes, which was quite the movie. I had to dip out a little bit early that
stay
day.
on the wrestling. Tell them, bro. Like, streamline. You over here.
Wait,
you was talking about wrestling. What happened? What critical moment happened over the weekend at the Lids booth? We was collecting content. What shit happened, bro?
We'll get there. Just let me get through this slight little recap of the weekend, because we had Rushmore on Thursday. It was a heavy weekend. We had Rushmore Thursday, invite only, movie vibes. You know what I mean? Then Friday we had a break in between. Then Saturday we went to Philly. Shouts to Pro Society. You know what I mean? Shouts to Caps and Curveballs. Shouts to 215 Shooter, Capo, Gat. Everybody that was involved in that, super dope. Shit at Shay's Steaks in Philadelphia, you know what I mean? Very good vibes for the Philadelphia community. That was fun. I can't wait to see y'all do it again. And then on Sunday, we went to Phanatics Fest, and we got the dirty. That's in my pickups. You kind of spoiling some shit. I'm not gonna hold you.
But we talking about shit. You can't like. Well,
it was a bring it all
full
circle. It's a pickup, bro.
It already came out, brother. Just talk about this. So it's a good story right now.
Yeah. I mean, we was at Phanatics Fest, and you know the people be running around Phanatics Fest. So shouts to Dirty Dom Mysterio. I got him to sign the Dirty Dom Mysterio hat. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It was pandemonium at the booth. I'm not gonna lie, when he pulled up. It was pandemonium when he pulled up at the booth. I don't think I saw anybody else really go crazy like that.
That was supposed to be in pickups, but we here. You know what I mean? We're talking early. And so, yeah, go follow the vlogs. If we keep doing cool shit, which we will keep doing cool shit because we're cool guys, then we'll keep filming it and we'll keep uploading it on YouTube. So subscribe if you haven't. You know what I mean? Make sure you're tapping in with the boys. You know what I mean? And like and comment this video if you haven't yet as well. You know what I mean? Because we early here and we're about to get into the shits. So without further ado, you know what I mean? Current releases in clothing and footwear. Let's get into it. We go New Balance, crossover, shoe, sneaker, you know what I mean, vibes are on the horizon. I don't know exactly what we calling this. It's like I don't know. What do we call it?
Oh, wait, did you send me those?
Yes.
You sent me those notes?
Yes, I did.
Hold on.
I for surely did, my brother.
Let me see.
You having connection issues over there?
No, I had. You sure? Okay, you did.
You're looking at them right now.
Okay, man. Okay,
come on, brother. You're not even getting high right now. I'm the one that got way too high for his own good earlier. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hold you. I'm just young. I'm young. I want to be young. I'm just old now, so I can't smoke like I used to. You know what I mean? Like, y'all be bugging. The way the young kids smoke out here, I'm not built for it. I realize that. I want to get my old folks smoking on. You know what I mean? I might transition back to smoking, like, you know what I mean, mids and like low grade weed, because
what's the point then?
What you mean?
You know what's funny? I was just talking. I saw.
I don't smoke weed to get like so high that I can't function.
I'm saying that's the point, brother.
No, it's not, bro. That is not the point.
Then that's just that is the point.
That is not the point.
You try to puff the magic dragon, get on the cloud. You feel me? Like,
no, brother.
No?
That's not how I use weed.
That's
I don't
crazy.
abuse weed anymore. You know what I mean? I used to as a child.
No, it's the
But I'm a grown up man. I'm a grown up man now.
Nah.
I don't have to abuse weed.
I want to laugh like the Joker when I'm on the
I can
on the
laugh
drugs.
and giggle.
Laugh
and
like the Joker.
and not abuse weed.
Like
I don't think that's how the Joker laughs. Can you talk to me about the shoes, brother? New
he be
Balance.
laughing like that. He be laughing like that, like the Joker.
1906L sneaker loafer. Talk to me.
What?
Oh, wait, no.
Sneaker loafer.
This is hot off. That was the other shoe. This is some other shit. This is the 1890. You know what I mean? Talk to me, please.
Oh no, these
I'm begging
shits just giving me Maury vibes.
Okay.
But nah, these ain't it.
Maury Povich or
Nah, Maury's.
you see for
The shoes. You never.
Yes, bro. But I like to think that everybody that watches this show does not know what a Maury is. So can you?
Oh, then they
explain
gotta
to the
do their
people-
Googles. You feel
Can
me?
you explain
Niggas
to
love
the
being on
people-
the IG and the internet. They better do their Googles. If you know what a Prada Cup sneaker is, then you gotta know what a Maury sneaker is.
That's not true.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
The Maury was not as mainstream as the Prada.
Nigga, let me tell you, the Maury was really for the nigga like he's different. You feel me? It's like, all right, everybody had Prada cups, but if a nigga pulled up in Maury's, you like, oh, he different. You feel me? Like he different. Like no,
Yeah, but
I'm just saying
that's still
it's like the top boss in that sneaker.
it's not something that everyone knows about though. Is the point?
They should. Like
Well,
you
if
can't
they
bring up
would,
the you
if
can't
the
bring
guy
up the
that was
product.
hosting the podcast that they're watching told them about them.
No, I expect niggas to know. You feel me? If we talking product covers, then you know about the Maury. But this shoe specifically, this shoe gives me Maury vibes. What is this? The snake skin, and it's higher, right? Yeah, bro. This is literally the same silhouette of a Maury sneaker. Like, let's look up Maury sneaker. Wow.
Guess we have to now since you won't show the people what they look like.
Bro, this is literally a Maury sneaker, bro. Look at the silhouette. Niggas copied off the Maury sneaker. Yo, look at that. Look at that. That's not a Maury?
I mean, you're not wrong. It's close to a Maury. It might not be exactly a Maury, but it's.
And they going for 600 right now. That's crazy. Yeah, bro. That's a Maury sneaker. You thought you had one, New Balance. You thought you had one. Nah, I'm saying I seen a lot of people posting this on the timeline. You feel me? Like, ooh, snakeskin. Da 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 da. Oh, isn't it leather? It's snakeskin hen leather. Okay. And you got like this little midsole that looks like an Airmax unit, but I don't think it is an Airmax unit. It got the absorb. Okay.
Would you rock something like this?
Nah,
Okay.
I don't think I would.
Yeah.
I don't think I would.
Yeah, it's kind of mid. I'm not going to hold you. All right, moving on. That is the 1890. You know what I mean? The New Balance 1890 sneaker loafer situation. You know what I mean? Courtesy of New Balance. And if you didn't know what a Maury was, now you know, y'all. You know what I mean? Moving on. Hold on. That just scared me like I wasn't recording my StreamYard. I need y'all to see the screezy screen. All right, moving on. We got another Nike SB Air Max 95. And that excites me, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I'm very excited about Nike Air Max SB vibes. You know what I mean, this is giving kind of Michigan. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out now why. Oh, because these were made specifically for somebody, right? So Eric Costin. Yeah, I mean, shouts to the skateboarder. You know what I mean? Eric Costin. I guess these were personally made for him. And yeah, I mean, it's looking like this is going to be a thing, brother. I'm not going to hold you. It's looking like
we got like 4 colorways and
there's
Airmax.
4 colorways.
Yeah, we got the cactus flower. We got this John. What else? Wait, hold on. Let me look up Nike SB.
Which one is the cactus flower? That's the pink one?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
one we talked about.
I did see the yellow ones. Yeah, I'm reading the caption now. Skateboarding legend Eric Costin has remained one of Nike SB's most prominent figures for well over a decade, from fronting campaigns to presenting high-powered footwear collaborations and even leading his own signature shoe line. Costin continues to play a key role in guiding the division. One storyline involving the Nike SB team from that we've kept a close eye on is its skate-oriented version of the Airmax 95 that is en route for the model's 30th anniversary. We previewed a sample of the lead cactus flower colorway and now have an in-hand preview of an obsidian/speed yellow take on the shoe dedicated to Costin. In addition to modifications made for skaters, the sneaker's University of Michigan-esque colorway sees Costin branding visible at the right shoe's tongue tag and Nike SB callouts at the heel and outsole. The shoe also features a Thai script that translates to Nike at the lateral toe, nodding to Costin's birthplace of Thailand. We currently expect this pair to drop by the end of the year, starting at the price of $190. Now, I'm not going to hold you I'm happy I read this, because after I started talking about them for a second, I started thinking that because they say Costin on them that we wouldn't get a release of these, but we probably will, just saying Airmax instead.
I'm not going to lie. Eric Costin got a fire shoe line.
Yeah?
Yo, his shoe line as far as... Well, that you know those like those SB lows, them Jordan joints I love wearing.
Okay, yeah.
Those are Costins.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, those, and then he got another one. Damn, let me just look, Eric, because he got a couple. He got a good shoe line. I'm not gonna lie. He actually been holding down Nike SB for a minute.
No, I'm asleep. I didn't even know.
Yeah, so them Jordan joints, his the Hyperfills.
Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you. Damn, what? I'm not showing all his shoes.
All right, fuck it.
Yeah,
I'll believe you.
But he got a couple joints. All his joints are actually pretty.
How you feel about this colorway?
Blazers.
Would you cop these?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, you get over there.
Damn. Sensitive note. Well, yeah. But what I was gonna say is, it's funny. Yo, I love Michigan color anything. But right now there is a. Damn, it's hot in here.
You having a hot? You okay? You started sneezing. Now it's hot for you.
I'm saying it's hot. It is hot in here. The lights.
Oh, it's the drink, isn't it?
It's the lights. But what I was gonna say is, I love Michigan color anything. You like blue and yellow?
Can you say Michigan slowly?
Michigan.
Okay. I was getting worried because that was the second time you said Michigan.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna hold you. I might cut out this whole 30 seconds of the podcast. They don't need to hear this.
Me sneezing?
Yeah, we didn't say anything like, I mean, you didn't miss anything in the last 30 seconds. I just cut it. You know what I mean? They don't even know. Hold on. Move the microphone while you got a chance, because I'm cutting it.
It ain't that deep.
You ready?
It ain't that deep.
Well, I mean, we really didn't even get to say anything.
Just leave it in. Let them see how crazy you be getting when the sound be.
No, I'm cutting it. It's been cut already.
It's been cut already.
This, you don't even know what we're talking about.
Oh,
now it's kind of
God.
rude that we're doing this in front of you. You know what I mean? So let's get back to what we were saying. Lani said he would buy these Air Maxes. Maybe you missed that. Yeah, he said he'd buy these. These might be a cop. I'm not gonna hold you. And if I'm at this point, I didn't buy a lot of 95s that came out, but I'm like, I got my eye.
I refuse to pay these high retail. I'm so mad at this.
Once we get the SBs, I'm buying them though. I'm buying them. Once you get the SB branding with the Air Max, and I'm getting all the technologies at once, I'm gonna spend the bread. It is what it is. You're gonna get me.
I came from the 145 era. $145. $155 max, bro.
Them days is long gone now.
You feel me? The fact that we had $200 for the Air Max 95 and we can't even get. Well, we got the Air Max DNAs, right? That's the new technology. I still got we shitted on those, but I've been seeing them do their thing. They just did a cool little collab with Better Gift Shop up in Toronto. Wait, I think are they from Toronto?
I wouldn't say they did their thing. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm saying it's been doing numbers.
People's rocking them shits?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
People are rocking them shits, so I'm not gonna lie. People are rocking them shit. So actually, I gotta go to the store and I gotta actually try those on to see like am I actually wrong? Am I missing out on good sneaker technology? Because let me tell you, I don't want to wear Nike Shocks all the time. Nike Shocks are very heavy. You feel me? Air Max 95. I mean, just the Air Max generation. I want to wear comfortable shoes that have the full cushioning. I know we got the Pegasus. Pegasus cool. Vomero cool. But those shoes ain't shoes that you wear all day. Those are shoes that you do an activity, they comfortable, and then you take them shits off. Air Max all day. You feel me? That's why we love the Air Max for years and years. But the 190 versus the 145,
I mean, you know,
killing me,
we'll
Smalls.
See. Maybe Lani will do a video about the DNA. You know what I mean? Who knows?
Yeah.
Only time will tell. All right, moving on. Let's continue on with the clothing and footwear. We'll take it to Supreme, and we'll go to the Supreme Clark Wallabee.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The collaboration to end all collaborations here. We have a leather Wallabee, you know what I mean? In 3 different colorways, it seems. We have a gray, a tan, and a pink. Talk to me, Lani. You are the resident West Indian over here. So how do we feel about this collaboration? These are also 3M, by the way.
Yeah, I see that they're reflective. Which is also, make sure y'all know the difference. 3M and reflective material are 2 different things. You feel me?
Well, 3M is the company.
3M is, it's like Gore-Tex. You feel me? Some shit could be waterproof, but it's not Gore-Tex. Make sure you know the difference. You feel me? But I don't know. I don't like low top Clarks. Like these should be regular. I don't know why these brands, when they do collabs with Clarks, they don't really keep it traditional with the regular height of Clarks. I definitely see these doing numbers as far as like the color scheme, because you know you got the gray, you got the tan, you got the pink. These are colors people go crazy for. Just not my cup of tea. Even these pictures, you feel me? These baggy jeans with the Clarks get me fucking mad. Like, why the fuck? Like, I always say this shit. Roll the fucking pants leg up.
This
You
is
feel
a
me?
crazy fit right here.
Why the fuck aren't we rolling our pants leg up and cuffing these shits? Like, if you gonna do this fucking nuthead shit, you feel me?
Nuthead, that's a new one.
Yeah, because that's what it is. You do this shit, and I'm like, yo, this guy's a fucking nut. You know, like cuff the fucking denim out, or at least tie the fucking jeans to the shoe like we used to.
No, don't do that.
Do that if you gonna do this nut shit and just let your pants fucking drag to the ground. Like, come on, I see somebody doing that shit, and I'm just like, bro, I don't even really want to talk to you. I don't want to have a conversation with you. I don't want to know you. I don't want to look at you. Like, why the fuck are your pants dragging on the floor? I feel like an old man, like I'm talking, like, but that shit is just not aesthetically pleasing. I'm good. No me gusta.
Okay.
See.
All right. Yeah, I'm not mad at these. I think maybe the pink pair would be the one for me, but I don't know that I'm actually going to cop. You know what I mean? These drop on what? Well, these have been dropped, so, you know what I mean? It's tough. I'm sure they're gone by now. But, yeah, I think pink would have been cool, but not like over the top. You know what I mean? I need them. Just a decent collaboration.
Not bad.
You're fine. All right, moving on. All right, let's go to the hats. We go, I think we go to the hats. Yeah, we're taking it to the hats. We'll go worst piece of the week, and we are taking it right here.
Oh, man.
Shouts to Hat Club for this Juan Soto hat right here. I don't even understand. Like, it was one season. You know what I mean? I don't understand how Juan Soto got all of these logos made within the course of one season. Like, you know what I mean? Where were all of these Juan Soto logos when he was winning an actual championship with the Nationals? You know what I mean? It's been, like, mad years since then. And so, like, who decided that, okay, Juan Soto's in New York, it's time to make 20 Juan Soto logos? I don't know. But, like, 18 of these shits is ass. And this one specifically is just like, I don't know. Did we need this on a hat? Did we need Juan Soto's batting stance on a hat? Is it really that iconic? I don't know. Like, I'm at a loss of words. And I'm a Juan Soto hater, honestly. Fuck Juan Soto. You know what I mean? I don't want Juan Soto to do good at all. I don't care about, like, I'm not a Mets hater. You know what I mean? I want everybody in New York to do good. But fuck Juan Soto. I'd like his career to be awful from now on. You know what I mean? Like, he's a traitor.
Hasn't he been doing horrible over there?
I don't know, because I am one of those people that when my ex leaves me, I don't go stalk their page all day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what Juan Soto's doing over there. He's not my problem anymore.
Can't relate.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's not my issue anymore.
Can't relate.
All I know is that this hat right here, somebody said this is special, and I agree. Doof doof. You know what I mean?
Nah, this shit just, I don't know, bro. Like, who? First of all, how you even find this shit? Like, that's the one thing I'm just like, I'm amazed at, right? Why does Juan Soto have a logo like this?
Poppy Caps a lot. I'm gonna pause you just for saying yes to this logo.
Well, you know what? He's a Mets fan. You know they've been mad hype.
Still.
They've been mad hype. No, they've been mad hype just to get somebody from the Yankees because that's what it is. You know, the reason why Juan Soto has so much attention is because of the dishonor he brought to the Yankees. You feel me? That's what it is. And the Mets like, oh yeah, we got a piece of that. You feel me? But fuck that. You feel me? He's get more attention for the dishonor than his actual talent. That's really what it is. That's really why he got everybody's eye like, oh, Juan Soto. But fuck that. You feel me?
I just turned up today. I'm not gonna hold you.
Fuck that. Because let me tell you something.
I already know what I'm calling this episode.
What?
Lime-a-Rita Lani.
I'm dead. Nah, this shit, bro, it's just bad, bro. Because
this shit is
what about this makes me want to buy this hat, bro?
No, it's actually terrible. I'm not
like this shit reminds me. I don't know if you remember the Apple commercials when they like dancing, like the little. Yeah. That's what this reminds me of. This doesn't make me think about the Mets or Juan Soto at all. Like I'm looking at this shit. No, the only thing that I will say that's kind of cool is that his foot kind of looked like a Nike swoosh.
Is Juan Soto even a Nike athlete?
I don't know, but it just looked like a Nike swoosh on the front.
That's funny. All right, moving on. This is trash. I'm not going to hold you.
Let's not give it no more attention.
We can't do that. All right, let's get into some decent shit right here. We'll go hat release of the week.
No, I didn't see what that first crown was. I'm tight about this job. Let's talk about it.
All right, let's get to it. You know what I mean?
Talk about it.
Shouts to Rahnni Fitteds. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Rahnni.
His iRAHNNIC drop with Hatclub last week.
Oh, that's a cool play.
Yeah, it was an interesting gathering of hats. Let's just say that. You know, every time that Rahnni steps up to the plate, he's going to give you something freaky. You know what I mean? Like, Rahnni is one of the freakier people in the community. You know what I mean? He might not be like Kenny Lou in the basement BDSM freaky, but you know what I mean? He's pretty freaky. So he's
on the staircase.
What do you mean?
He's on the he's not in the basement, but he's on the staircase.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what happens in the staircase? Yeah, I mean, the staircase can be kind of freaky in high school, you know. If you know, you know. But anyways, I'm just saying
that's freaky.
But yeah, anyways, fucking, he had his iRAHNNIC drop, and it was a same type of time he's always on. Yeah, you know I mean, a little bit of freaky here, a little bit of freaky there. I'm not gonna hold you. I actually did cop one of the crowns from this.
Shout out to you.
It landed, but it's not here right now. I gotta go pick it up. But I got the Tigers. So that was the one for me personally. I don't know why I like the Tigers. Sometimes Rahnni be doing this thing where like I seen the hat and I thought it looked nice immediately, and I didn't like try to question it too much. Then I noticed the eyelets. I'm not gonna hold you after the fact. It's green eyelets, which I still am interested in. You know what I mean? I'll wait till I get it in hand and see how I feel about it.
You don't even realize how perfect this crown is for the Safari Prestos we got.
It could work for that for sure.
Oh, what you mean? You got the green, you got the like. This is perfect.
There was something
for Safari Prestos.
There was something in my brain that I wanted to wear this with that wasn't that. But yeah, nonetheless, I was pretty hyped about that one. So I hit Rahnni up myself. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, Rahnni, I need that. And then Rahnni did right. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you did good.
Yeah,
I was too prideful to hit Rahnni. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, I'm not prideful. If I like a hat, I'm gonna reach out to the creator and I'm gonna see what I can do. You know what I mean?
The crown for me was the Hello Kitty Astros.
That one was interesting. You know what I mean? The hot pink visor was something different. You know what I mean?
I'm a big Hello Kitty fan, so I was like, damn. When I seen the joint, I was like, damn. And Rahnni did it. I need it. Satin
button was a nice touch for sure. You know what I mean? A little bit different. That was a good crown. I like that one. Then you got the Frank Ocean inspired white Ferrari.
That's what this is?
Yes, white Ferrari. You know what I mean? And I wasn't mad at that. That was a cool one. Pretty nice crown right there. Orioles, interesting. You know what I mean? Not mad at that at all. I wish the Orioles had
fire.
I wish the Orioles had a Kelly green visor. It was cilantro green, which not really my vibe. It depends. The crown got to be right for the cilantro green. You know what I mean? I've done a few of them and liked, but it's a very specific vibe. So I don't know that this was really the vibe I was looking for the cilantro. You're killing me over there. Please stop moving that microphone.
My bad. I wasn't trying to capture the movement of it.
Oh, it captures it every time, man. That's how that works, and it's one of the worst sounds in the world. I know because when I was doing a video for an unboxing, when I did the BBC unboxing, and I kept brushing the microphone, and it was so bad that I had to edit it out.
I feel like you've mentioned that like 3 times. It's so It's so funny because
I'm
I know
traumatized by that sound.
You know why
I'm
the
talking and it actively happens when somebody's next to me, and you should be better than that.
I
bro.
promise you,
you should be better.
It doesn't bother people as much, but because you're a music guy, because you're a nigga that has made music, and you feel me, like the quality of sound, like
we're a podcast though, and so but
I understand,
the number one thing about a podcast is sound. You know what I mean? It's sound number one. But we just so happen to force this shit to be video.
It's real
so
life.
Now you get entertained and shit. Yeah, but no.
That's what niggas do.
That's just not. That's not what people do though.
It's real. Nah, you ain't watch a lot of people. You ain't watch a lot of podcasts.
Don't be that guy.
They be niggas busting down full plates while on the podcast.
I will never watch those podcasts. I mean, I want to present something that's a high quality product for the people. And so in that, you've never seen Howard Stern do that.
Yeah,
and that's what we want to be.
What you mean? Howard Stern be wildin'?
That's what we want to be.
What you mean? Howard Stern be wildin'?
You've never in your
Them
life.
Niggas be eating on Howard Stern.
Okay, you've never. That's not what I'm talking about. You've never seen in your life Howard Stern adjust his microphone while talking in the middle of his radio show. Never happened.
Don't challenge me like that. Because I'll find
I
it.
challenge you. Go find it.
I'll find it.
Go find it. I challenge
I'll find
you.
it.
Go find it.
Okay.
Go find Charlemagne in the middle of an interview, maneuvering his microphone.
They be doing it.
Go
bro.
find it.
I bet.
Go find it.
Until next. Well, maybe not episode. Maybe like 2 episodes.
Take
from now.
20 episodes if you need to. I'll be here episode 200, and I'll still be asking for it. You know what I mean? You won't have that.
You remember this, y'all.
Moving back to Rahnni Fitteds. You know what I mean? So the Orioles just missed the mark because of cilantro under visor. That's really the only thing they called me. Besides that, I actually do like the colorway. I'm not really usually a light visor on a two-tone kind of guy, like light part on the... Does that make sense? Light visor on a two-tone? Like, that's not usually my bop. I usually like the light part of the crown.
To be the crown?
Yeah, the light part to be the crown, and the dark part to be the visor. But it works here, and the logo with the patch, it all works. You know what I mean? It's just the under visor to me really would...
Do we know if there's a specific hook for this one?
I'm sure there is. I didn't...
Because I
didn't get into
I feel like it's
hooks.
anime based. I want to say the anime, but I feel like I could be totally wrong.
Just go to his page. He has all of his, he can't do the shit in the shit, but yeah. That's not our job to, you know what I mean? In our post, at least, we just trying to show you what the hats look like. But yeah, the Dodgers was a nice crown for sure. I like this colorway. This is clean. Not mad at that. Phillies definitely not for me. Didn't like the Phillies. Yeah, not really my bop. But I get the Hello Panda. You know what I mean? Hello Panda's cool. Just didn't like the Phillies at all, really.
With the little patch on the side. Okay, I see what he was doing.
Yeah. The Twins was nice. I'm not mad at the Twins for
Best
sure.
way to consume those, you got to throw them in the freezer first. If you know, you know.
Ooh.
If you know, you know.
Okay.
You never did that?
No.
You got to throw them in the freezer, even with the steaks, the chocolate covered steaks. You throw them,
Pockies?
yeah, you throw those in the freezer.
Okay.
That's how you got to consume those for sure.
Okay. I'll be surprised if there's not a Pocky crown by the end of the year. I'm watching y'all, especially the Asian community. Y'all love doing that shit. So yeah, you got the Tokyo Ghoul Twins. That was pretty cool. Not mad at that. Braves definitely wasn't for me. Not really sure what the Braves hook was, but not really my bop at all. But yeah, a few of these I like. You know what I mean? A few of these I didn't. But overall, it's Rahnni Fitteds, and you know he gonna do what he do, and what he do is sell hats. You know what I mean? So these shits is out of here. And yeah, release of the week. You know what I mean? Definitely not afraid to create here. You know what I mean? And you gotta love it. Every time Rahnni steps outside of his world and brings us in a little bit, you know what I mean? It's interesting vibes. You know what I mean? So hate it or love it, everybody's gonna talk about it. And that's why it's release of the week. You know what I mean? Rahnni Fitteds, iRAHNNIC at Hatclub. Moving on. Let's go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. All right, we're going SHOULDABEENA, and we'll play the music for that. Yeah, I forgot to play the music in the beginning because we just started talking immediately. Good combo, though. Should've been the gray, should've been the green, huh? Should've been the gray, should've been the green, huh? Should've been the gray, should've been the green, huh? Should've been the gray, should've been the green, but it wasn't. Nah, it wasn't.
But it wasn't.
Nah, it wasn't.
I'm back.
That was for John Jay, obviously. Yeah, I mean, he pressed the button on his own because he's back where he belongs in the should have been a section. You know what I mean? Doing some real 2021 shit on us. You know what I mean? This feels like how the should have been a section actually became to be. Literally, like this is why the should have been was created.
Why you make the squatchy yellow, John Jay? Should have done the squatchy yellow,
and then could have just did a gray bottom, right?
Or even green. Green would have been the go-to.
Green or gray would have been nice for me. Anything that's green, not the yellow bottom. Sure.
Should have done the green for the trees and the leaves, man. It just makes more sense.
The thing is that the rest of this crown is so nice. If you just ignore the fact that it has a yellow bottom, like it's like golden banana UV is pause, John Jay. Golden banana UV, pause, bro.
That's what he put?
Yes, that's what he put. You know he made that up. That's pause. That's even more pause.
That made me want to check the New Era book right now. Like,
it don't have golden banana in it. I'll tell you that much. You made up golden banana.
That made me want to check the New Era book right now.
But you know what? I'm not gonna hold you. I wouldn't be surprised if John Jay got his own New Era book over there because of the shit he be doing. Yeah. And he got the golden banana.
You be taking trips to Buffalo. You be taking trips to Buffalo.
That was so crazy.
What, me?
No, I said I know he got the golden banana in there.
Yeah.
And that was just crazy. And then you said, I know he be taking trips to Buffalo. It sounded like that's where you get violated.
I'm saying, listen, you might have to do some spectacular things to get that extra book. Like, you feel me? With the actual book with the materials in it, you feel me? Like
I feel like he got that. Until we had this conversation.
I feel like he got that. I feel like John Jay got the special New Era book with all the materials and shit like that, like printed in. I
feel like he got the New Era pop-up book. Where he just the shit pops up. It's a fucking New Era castle.
Each joint got each color got a QR code. Each color got a QR code. Like it explains it. Like this is aqua blue.
As soon as he fucking opens up his New Era booklet, it starts playing a song like Russ's Box. You know what I mean? And it goes reading rainbow. You know what I mean? It's just like fucking colors start spitting at you. Yeah.
But this crown, like, I'm not gonna lie, the Shea Stadium patch on this is fire because it really looks like the Donkey Kong fucking what is it?
Loading screen?
Nah, just like the cartridge.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about when I see that. You feel me? Like, and then this, like, you know, because sneaker hooks are back in. You feel me? Like, we've been seeing sneaker hooks left and right, and this honestly is a OD to that Nike big swoosh Air Max one that came out Air Max Day, right? So
it's an ode.
OD.
No, it's an ode.
OD.
No, it's definitely.
I like OD better than ode.
No,
what is ode? Ode is you owed, right? You feel me? But OD.
Yo, you'll be stretching the English language sometimes. We got to make a dictionary of Lani. You got debuted. You got OD.
OD. You feel me? That's OD sound way better than ode. You feel me? I don't. Yeah, so this is a fire OD to Donkey Kong. You feel me? Like, did you ever play Donkey Kong? Was that shit?
Yeah, a little bit. Damn, it wasn't like
that used to be my joy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even. Yo, it's so crazy because nobody bought me that game. I just ended up with that. Might have been a trade I did with somebody. You remember? Yo, that used to be that. I'm not gonna lie. People talk about Pokemon trading cards, but trading game cartridges with people at school. That sounds like that's a whole nother level.
That sounds like I'm about to get in trouble.
Well, you know what I mean? Well, moms ain't tracking them shits down. After like the fifth game, you on a whole nother system. She not really knowing. She not really knowing what you got. You feel me? She just know you got games. She don't remember the names.
Nah. I mean, that's spoken like somebody that truly didn't have a little brother. You know what I mean? Because if I traded the game that he went to go play the next 2 days after, you know what I mean? I was gonna get it, bro. I was gonna get it. You know
my sister has separate drink because I'm not with that sharing shit. I'm not with that. Like, don't get me wrong. There's times when I had to share, but I'd be so fucking mad. You feel me? So I'd be so fucking mad if I had to share some shit. I'd be like, damn.
But now, yeah, honestly, this crown would have been like actually really fire if it would just been a gray or a green, and I would have
green for sure. Not the gray. I think the gray would be too plain. But if it was green, it would just make more sense. And a yellow squatchy on top. If you're gonna do the yellow, you feel me? I'm not mad at the yellow. I get the yellow. I get it, John Jay. I get it. But you could have done the yellow squatchy, bro.
I'm getting more and more old man with my hats, where it's like sometimes I don't want to change the squatchy.
You never liked the squatchy change. I've always been an advocate.
That's not true. I like the squatchy change,
bro. I wish we could look back because you've never been a fan of it. It's like the New Era logo. You don't never want that shit. You always want to be.
No, I like a squatchy change every once in a while, but it's just like I feel like sometimes people just be relying on the squatchy change heavy, like it's gonna make your hat better.
I feel like
sometimes it doesn't always make the hat better.
We really ain't see the squatchy change. It's been like 2 years where the squatchy change has been like a thing. Just because the reason why we get the squatchy change now is because of metallics, right? And then just to like stand out, because that's what people do. In the last 2 years, we see a lot more squatchy changes compared to what we used to. People weren't fucking with the squatchy change at first. You feel me? But I feel like the one person that was doing it crazy was Ty with the hero packs. When Ty was busting out them hero packs, you feel me? He was doing the squatchy changes. But I don't really see nobody else that was doing squatchy changes. Can you recall like anything past before 2023?
Like John Jay would change a squatchy every once in a while. Like there's people that have done it. You know, I mean, it worked for certain hats for sure, but it wasn't for every hat. You know what I mean? It's not for everything. Everything doesn't need a squatchy change. Sometimes it adds a lot. Sometimes it takes away from a hat, and that just needs to be tonal. You know what I mean? Like sometimes a lot of y'all like be messing up tonals with squatchy changes for no reason. You know what I mean? It doesn't always need. And sometimes it could pop a tonal off, but sometimes it could also take away from a hat. Like I was the other day, like literally, I was kind of just like, you know what I mean? Like just trying to like take back from the hat so that you can. Sometimes less is more. You know what I mean? And so don't be afraid to like plain Jane. You know what I mean? Or keep a squatchy the same. It's fine.
I like this feature in the back with the stars.
Yeah, it's cool.
I feel like that's a feature in the game. I feel like that's a feature in the game. Somebody gets knocked out or something.
It's real life, like a shoulda been for real, because everything else is right about this crown except for the undervisor. So, shout out to John Jay, man. Just still love your work despite all of it. You know what I mean? If you ever watch this, you know what I mean? Like, just know we're big fans of the work, and that's why we critique it so heavily, because we know you got that shit in you. Pause. You know what I mean? So we know what you're capable of. We want to see you make the best things possible. That's my little thing. All right, moving on. Let's go sleeper of the week.
Yeah, buddy.
We'll take it to Crown Minded. Yeah, I mean, we'll go Tuesday tribute. And I don't even remember what this is, to be very honest. Let's see.
Janky.
This is pretty cool. You know what I mean? This is sleeper of the week for us?
It's a janky.
This is sleeper of the week right here. You know what I mean? Right in time. For you to love the country if you would like to, you know what I mean? And you don't have to love the country, but you could if you want to, you know what I mean? July 4th is roundabouts, right around the corner. Actually, is Friday July 4th?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So you work that day?
Nah.
Okay. So, well, I work that day. So, like, if you want,
fire, you're getting that bread.
If you want to record, we shouldn't be doing this on the podcast. But if you want to record, just let me know, because I completely spaced on that when we said we would record on Friday. Anyways, July 4th is this week. You know what I mean? So right on timing for July 4th. You have a little Yankee vibes. You know what I mean? All navy with the American flag on the inside and the metallic gold on the outside. You got 1996 World Series patch, a little metallics bust down in there. Looks like a gray bottom. You know what I mean? Talk to me. How you feeling about this, Lani?
This is cool. I like it's the patch. I'm not gonna lie, that's really been doing it for me. One thing that I've been appreciating that I see people like sprinkling here and there is this 96, 97 patch. I feel like we drifted so far from the original patches that really got us back into fitteds that I've been seeing people, utilize them, and I'm here for it.
Okay.
I'm definitely here for it. And the front logo, I like the front logo too. This reminds me of the crown that you got me for Christmas.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of similar vibes to that for sure. Yeah, fire. You know what I mean? Depending on how you wear it, you know what I mean? You could be swagged with your Old Navy or Polo, you know what I mean, 4th of July t-shirt, or you could be standing your ground. You know what I mean? I don't know. Depends how you rock this. What does your curve look like? You know what I mean? Pause. What does your curve look like? You know what I mean? What does the rest of the fit look like? You know what I mean? Do you throw on the jersey? Do you throw on the All-Star Game jersey? You know what I mean? Or the 4th of July jersey? You know what I mean? Do you throw on a white tee?
Throwing the Truey.
Is there some
ups? I feel like there's always true religion tied into
some
to
Air
the
Force
4th of July
Ones.
fit.
Is there some Air Force Ones involved? You know
Got
what I mean?
to.
That's what I like to see. You know what I mean? So yeah, different little vibes. I don't know that I love America right now as much as, you know what I mean, as much as I usually do, but I'm here. I live here. You know what I mean? I'm still here, and I don't think I'm going anywhere right now. So
America.
you think that we could effectively do this podcast if I moved like overseas?
I'm saying we would just have to do it differently. Listen, I've already thought about this because you know I was heavily contemplating moving to Cali. Right at one point, and I said this is what I was gonna do if I was in better state, because I got to catch up on bills. But what I was gonna do is literally just get a credit card just for the travel back and forth, and just plan it out. Like,
sounds like a horrible idea.
No, it ain't, because we're gonna rack up them points. You feel me? And then it's the gift that keeps going. Then I don't really gotta worry about board, because you know I'm staying over at whoever family crib. You feel me? Like, we got family in New York. I'm coming back. You feel me? Like, even if I'm like, yo, I'm sleeping on the couch, you feel me? Like, and then I go back, you feel me? But I definitely thought about it. But even still, we'd figure it out. There's different logistics.
So. All right.
Yeah.
Killer. All right, moving on. That was sleeper of the week. You know what I mean?
You still thinking about that Puerto Rico move?
I'm thinking about many different moves. I'm not going to hold you.
Listen, man.
Sometimes I'd be thinking about anything but New York moves. And it'd be like that.
Or maybe even Philly. I'm saying Philly right there. I know so many.
I don't want to live in
Philly. One of my uncles.
No offense to Philly. I just don't want to live there.
One of my uncles.
I'd move to Chicago before I moved to Philly.
He did his whole life living in Philly and working in New York.
Oh, fuck that. Hell
like, no. He did that. Like, he was a pickup truck. Well, he did it differently. He had an apartment. He used to rent a room throughout the week. You feel me? On the days maybe where he felt out like it, he's driving there, driving back. That drive is light. You did that drive recently.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that daily or every other day or fucking 3 times a week. It's going to take a lot out of your life. After like 10 years, you spent fucking an entire year of your life fucking traveling.
Well, he did construction, so you got to remember the times he's driving is like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. Them roads is empty.
I don't care if it's empty, wide open. You know what I mean? Mad people. I don't want to do that shit.
Well, you ever heard about that? Is it Tom Joyner? Tom Joyner, I think it was Tom Joyner. He was a Radio City host, and he hosted 2 shows. And I think they gave him a lifetime like traveling pass or some shit, some crazy shit like that. But he used to do one show in Texas and then do another show in Chicago same day.
Good for him. I would never do that shit. I value my convenience and my quality of life, and that dramatically drops my quality of life if I gotta travel back and forth that much. I'm cool.
Getting that check.
That's not what I'm here for.
Getting that check. Man.
But all right, moving on. Let's get into some pickups, man. I know you have some pickups, but I know you didn't bring them with you. I know
you go first.
You got them?
Yeah, you go first. I feel like you got way more shit.
Yeah, I got a ton of shit. I'm gonna move through them pretty fast. I got my Cactus Jack WWE shirt finally came in. You know what I mean? My Triple H joint. I don't want to break it out the plastic right now. Fuck it, I'm gonna break it out the plastic. Nah, don't do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave it in plastic. But yeah, so that came in.
We talked about it. Go watch that episode if you want to see what that looked like.
Facts. Yeah, I'm excited to wear that with Brett's t-shirt. I thought it would be brighter on the green, but it's a little bit more muted than I thought. So that's pretty cool.
That Photoshop, you know how they do.
Yeah, trying to saturate the shit. So
Kit started it all. You feel me with that Kit.
Facts. Then shouts to Phanatics Fest, you know what I mean? I copped out on 2 jerseys, you know what I mean? From the NFL Phanatics soccer football situation. So I got the 49ers.
Got the Phanatics branding on them, so I didn't even peep that.
Yeah. I got the 49ers joint, and then got the Bears as well.
These don't drop until November, you're
September, I think.
September?
But yeah, nonetheless.
Ahead of the curve, you're.
Yeah. Very fire.
This one, fire. I told him to get that.
Facts. All right, so cop those out. You know what I mean? Then I also copped this up at Phanatics Fest. Shouts to Lids, Tops, Mitchell, and S. I'm going to be unboxing this. So you can't see what's inside right now.
Wait, bring it down a little lower. They can't see.
I know, I'm just trying to not drop it. It's a heavy box. So I don't want to drop it on top of everything. So yeah. Boom. We got the Lids, Tops, Mitchell, and S. Oh. Yeah. You see? Thankfully, I did that over there.
Yeah, not over.
We got the Lids Tops player choice box, chase box rather. So yeah, if you want to see what's actually in my box, pause. You know what I mean? You can watch the next video that gets uploaded, or maybe it's the video before. No, yeah, it'll be the next video that gets uploaded. It'll be an unboxing of the Topps player chase box. You know what I mean? And you guys can see exactly what was inside of the box that we copped. So that happened. And then I got a shit ton of hats. I'm not going to hold you. This is one of my craziest hat buying weeks in quite some time. You know what I mean? So first I had the Dirty Dom I was going to talk about, but you know what I mean? We already showed you that Dirty Dom signed the Dirty Dom. So that's like a whole new hat now. You know what I mean? But we also got a few other joints. So first things first, we got, shouts to the guy sending this over. You know what I mean?
What's that?
We got OG, I believe, Esco caps.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Made this joint. This is the Rocky Road right here. You know what I mean?
Oh, you said you wanted that. Where
Very, very fire. You know what I mean? So you got the stone on the brown, you know what I mean, with the Rockies word mark front logo, and the 1995 Coors Field side patch. Bust down pretty nice. You want to see that right there?
Oh, this look a lot better in hand than the pictures. The pearlescent is fire.
OD. Then they also made this Mets. You know what I mean? I forget exactly what the name of this. Oh, it's the brick red Mets, actually. You know what I mean? So you got the Mets red red crown, black top visor. You know what I mean? You got the metallic copper on the inside, Shea Stadium side patch, real nice crown. So that's a 2-piece from the gang right there. You know what I mean?
Okay, word. Because I know you're usually not a fan of these patches, so I know you're really fucking with it. Oh, this front logo is cool, too.
Hold on. I want to show their page real quick.
Yeah, no, this front logo. Digging the copper in the court.
So I can shout out everybody properly because it was a collaboration.
Oh, and then they did the squatchy change, too. Heard y'all.
That one's nice. It's like kind of, you know what I mean? Not exactly tonal, but like it's kind of close, you know what I mean?
It's that scarlet.
It's in
that
the
varsity
same
with the scarlet
type shit, you know what I mean? Oh, hold on. Oh.
Yeah. Feeling the same.
Yeah, my ass is feeling that pause. Yeah, there's a lot of pauses back to back to back.
I'm saying we live by the pause.
Live by the pause. Yeah, these are facts. So yeah, Esco caps, Esco _caps. You know what I mean? Free agent fitteds, and at OG SH 50. You know what I mean? I had to get the ats right. So yeah, that's their 2-piece right there. You know what I mean? Then we also copped out on a 2-piece from GAT and Society when we went to Philly. You know what I mean? So we got these 2 joints right here. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to hold you in person. Like when I turned the lights on, I was like, oh my God, I didn't even realize how crazy these patches was busting. Like these shits is fucking twinkling and twirling, all disgusting. So shouts to Eat My Gas, shouts to Prosody, shouts to the Philly gang for that. You know what I mean? Definitely copped out on those 2. Then we also got at Phanatics Fest, you know what I mean? This nice little Yankee situation. I did it to myself. I hate that. Yeah. World Champions joint, you know what I mean? 2000, all stone crown. Little 2000 Subway Series 25th anniversary side patch. Love that. You know what I mean? Very, very calm crown. And then a 2-piece from Rushmore. You know what I mean? We had one from Patchwork Tab and one from No Honati. You know what I mean? You got the box logo and the Dear Summer. You know what I mean? A Yankee and a Mets. Keeping my New York shit alive. Very, very calm. But lots of pickups. You know what I mean? So shouts to the community for doing great work. Making me buy hats when I don't want to. Oh, wait. And then last but not least, a little sneak peek. You know what I mean? Because we're on the podcast and you guys get all the sneak peeks. You know what I mean? So this will get previewed at some point this week, hopefully, maybe next week, possibly. But this is my next crown that's dropping, you know what I mean? So shouts to Home Game New York. This is going to happen at some point, you know what I mean? And yeah, just stay tuned. You never know what's going to happen.
That's what I look for. I was looking, I'm like, yo, all right, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, I definitely showed you the mock-up and shit.
Yeah, I was like, that looked familiar. All right, I got some pickups, too.
Nice.
Hold on. All right, so first I'm going to start off with, wait. All right, I got a nice, shout out to Lids, because they gave me 2 nice items. Feel me? I got a nice little shirt.
I forgot I didn't forget my t-shirt, but my t-shirt's folded up already and all my stuff. So.
Heard you. Yeah, and I put this shit away a long time ago. Ooh, my bad. Got a nice little cap carrier, you feel me? Mobile cap carrier. I needed that, because I don't be having that, and y'all don't even know how I really be out in the wild with these hats. Like, y'all would be ashamed of me if y'all really knew. If you knew the real me. So yeah, cap carrier with some crowns. Let me show you the shirt I got first. You feel me? I'm digging the quality on this joint because it's a Yankee shirt with the FDNY branded navy, the embroidery fire. You feel me? I already got the plan for this. Got the nice little patch on the side. Yeah, can y'all see that? Yeah, y'all can see that. You feel me? Then FDNY in the back. You feel me? So you may catch me at your local supermarket. You feel me? Trying to run down on some honeys. You feel me? Perpetrating like I work for the FDNY. You know?
You just say you feel me like 8 times in a row.
I'm saying that's like you would not mean. You feel me? I'm a New Yorker.
It was impressive.
I'm a New Yorker. You know, that's it's regular verbiage for
I was
us.
wondering after like the third one, like if they was really feeling you. You know what I mean? I was hoping that they were.
Well, I may say it like 6 more times. You feel me? Like, all right, then I could barely get it out.
Hey, pause. That's so deep.
All right, so first I'm gonna start it off in the Bay. I participated in a pre-order. Shout out to Gat. You feel me? That Planet of the Apes, Oakland needed that. You feel me? Needed it. And then shout out to Fredo. You feel me? Fizz. You feel me? I want to make sure I address him properly because he don't go by Fitted Algebra no more.
Oh, that's another person. I'm cooking up some joints with him.
You feel me? Had to get look at the Patrick on that. Look at the pearl on it. Movie.
That's a great one.
Yeah, so shout out to the pre-orders. You feel me? This is the one thing I say about pre-orders because I know a lot of y'all be like, no pre-order, but we are the only community, brother, that we benefit at having pre-orders. Think about all the different like things you participate in, like shit that you like to buy, and when shit is sold out, it's just fucking done. You feel me? Like a creator really has the opportunity to be like, hey, I want to make sure more people touch this crown. Like, I'm happy that we can do that. Because imagine if Nike could do that. Imagine growing up. You know what I mean? How many times you was with Ma trying to get some sneakers or some shit? They sold out and it just clipped. And Ma like, yo, they come out later. Imagine if you could just, pre-order 2 days from now. Cop up. Boom. And you throw the little auto pay, the layaway joint on it. Come on, man. That's what I'll be doing. All right. So, got that. Then, shout out to Renarts. You go? Oh, you scared the shit out of me. Yeah. My man, Poppy Capsula, right? Oh. Yeah, man. Needed it. Yo, we talked about it. Well, me and him talked about this Mets. You feel me? I don't really get a lot of Mets. But when I get a Mets, it's a great Mets. You feel me?
Vibes.
This is Power of the Dollar.
Oh, there you go, 50 Cent.
Power of the Dollar. That album really don't get respected. Like it's right up there with Get Rich or Die Trying. You feel me? Like it's it's up there. Bro, 50 had the Destiny's Child on there before bro.
It's a nice album.
It's up there, bro.
Get Rich or Die
Samples and everything. Like there's way more. Like Power of the Dollar is such a good album, bro. It literally got him to Get Rich or Die Trying. So that's how you know you can't sleep on it. You feel me? That's what the patch, you feel me, symbolizes, that album cover. You feel me? Queens in the front, great undervisor.
Green.
Bueno.
Green undervisor.
What else? I say gray?
Yes.
I thought I said green. Good looking. Brother.
Let me steal the charger real quick.
Oh, yeah. So, and then this crown, I don't even know the hook on this joint, but this one's just fire. You feel me? Script, yellow top visor, off-white crown, yellow squatchy, Shea Stadium, 40th anniversary on the patch with the accents. Good
I like that
accents.
one a lot. That one's really nice.
Right? This is screaming summertime, wear me now. Wear me now. You feel me? This is gonna get worn now. And then,
which of the guys made that one? Damn.
Huh?
Which of the guys?
He made both of them.
Poppy Capsula made both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then shout out to our pal Capo. I copped up on this joint up in Philly at Shea Steaks, right?
Yep.
Yeah. This just give me golf vibes. Like this summer I gotta hit the golf, the driving range. You feel me? May hit a golf course. So if I do, I'm wearing this crown. You feel me? That's just how I feel.
When you said golf, I thought you meant like Tyler, and it does kind of give like a Tyler colorway almost.
Who, Tyler the Creator?
Yeah, it does kind of look like a Tyler the Creator
guy.
type hat. Oh damn, you hate that
Fuck
guy?
that. Yeah, I don't like Tyler the Creator. Ever since he said some shit about niggas that like Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, how you hate on Dragon Ball Z? He was like, Dragon Ball Z ain't it? And I was like, bro, everybody started off with Dragon Ball Z.
That's not true. I didn't start off with Dragon Ball Z.
It's either Dragon Ball Z or Sailor Moon. Like, you feel me? It's one or the other. Nobody, like, you feel me? Like, in the history, that's what niggas started off with. So once I see a nigga like go against the grain and you start saying some shit like that, like fuck Dragon Ball Z, I don't like you. You feel me? So that's really what it's been like for me. Then yeah, had to get this Yankee. This is all I wanted. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie. When I was out there at that Rushmore drop, I was like, yo, I need that Yankee. Need that Yankee. Need the Yankee. Got the Yankee. Yeah. All right. And then shout out to my man Goose. Goose gave me a $2 bill. Feel me? Laminated. I feel like I needed this, you know? I was just like he was off that goose juice. I'm sure feeling it. But now he's laminating these things, bro. A lot of times he just give you the $2 bill, but he laminated it and it says, fuck luck, create opportunity. What a good quote, man. I love this. So a lot of great pickups. Everything is sentimental. You feel me? They
it's a
fly,
loaded pickup section.
They fly items, but they sentimental fly items. It's different. It's different. You feel me? And that's all I'm gonna say on that. We on to the previews. You feel me?
Yeah. From reviews to previews, let's get straight into it. First things first, we'll go home game. I mean, we'll go Kev De Niro, the VMon V-Backs. Now, I'm just here hoping that you watch Digimon at some point, and definitely. You know something about VMon, and you can tell the people something about this crown. All I know is that it's a nice-looking Diamondbacks.
Yeah, now, I'm not going to lie. I'm not all the way versed in Digimon, but I think this might have been like the actual main, like the same way how
like Pikachu?
Yeah, like Pikachu, yeah.
Like the Pikachu of Digimon?
Yeah, type shit.
Okay.
You feel me? It was just so crazy. I'm not gonna lie. The thing about Digimon that is so cool is that they evolved way faster, and they could just get so much crazier. Like they'd evolve into some shit that they don't even look like their original form, bro. Like, it just, I'm not gonna lie, Digimon was just ahead of itself. I saw somebody the other day saying that they were, like, on their Digimon journey, watching older Digimon. And I was like, damn, you could watch older Digimon? Because I feel like at some point I was looking for older Digimon episodes, and I couldn't find them shits anywhere, brother. I would love to actually tap in again. But, yeah, this crown, I definitely seen this on a lot of people's timelines. I actually wanted to grab this crown, but the hat budget was blown last week. Like, the hat budget, like...
I feel that.
It was blown. Like there's at least 4 crowns that I ain't even get to buy last week that I was like, I wanted them, but it was just like I couldn't do it. But yeah, this is definitely one of them joints. And honestly, I'm well overdue for a trip to home game. I'm not gonna lie. The next time I go to the city, I feel like the first place I gotta go is touch down at home game and go see what's up with the good people.
I'm not gonna hold you. I gotta take a trip to. I gotta take a trip to the city this week.
I was gonna do that today, actually.
I gotta go to. Oh, be careful over there. Yeah. I gotta go to Hatclub. You know what I mean? Because they got some shit popping off over there. You know what I mean? True. Definitely some stuff I gotta take photos.
Let's go off the dome.
If you know, you know.
And then I want to take a trip to home game as well. And then Mixer Throwback got some shit that I need to pick up. You know what I mean? He was doing some fucking... He had like some Liberty shit and some Rangers and Knicks and shit. So like I definitely want to get the Liberty either shorts or t-shirt. It was really fire.
Speaking of Mr. Throwback, this is really a sidebar just because it's on the same block. But did you hear they closed down La Dinastia?
Yes. That's not on the same block as Mr. Throwback though.
It's not on the same block?
No, isn't La Dinastia on like fucking 72nd?
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of West. West is right next door.
Yeah, I don't know what you're thinking about. But no, yeah.
I feel like it's in the same neighborhood.
They only closed the one on 72nd. They didn't close the one over here.
Oh, there's one over here?
Yeah, this is the one for me. I don't know.
I went to the one over there.
No,
like
yeah, there's one
like a year or two ago.
What do you mean? There's one right here on 170.
For real?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And
wow. That's so crazy because there's been times where it's like, yo, I want some house
Bro, I
special.
told you about that shit. Like,
Nah,
a
bro.
minute
I
ago.
promise you. There's literally once
I
a
sent
month.
you there.
There's one. No, you never sent me there.
Literally, I sent you there.
Nah.
Maybe you didn't go, but I did what I was supposed to do.
Nah, because let me tell you, there's at least once a month I have a craving, and I'm like, yo, I want that.
Their house special fried rice is bossing.
A1 with the chicharron. You feel me?
Yeah, no, they got it. Right
That's
there.
the meal right there that I be wanting, and it's like
They have it up the block. Real fast.
all right.
But anyways, yeah, V-Mon V-Backs. This shit is a movie. It's already sold out, so you can't go get it. Good luck. You know what I mean? Go find it if you need it. That's Kev De Niro. That is Home Game New York. You know what I mean? Continuing on, let's take it to Fly Kids. You know what I mean? Shouts to Hat Kids and shouts to Fly Guy Edge. You know what I mean? They let us have the privilege of previewing their next round of off-white crowns. You know what I mean? And you guys love these crowns. You know what I mean? I was in the comments, you know what I mean, showing a lot of love and letting us know which ones you liked. And I'm not going to hold you. There's a lot of good crowns here. You know what I mean?
Facts.
You got this Atlanta Braves first off. Super fire. Obviously, all these are off-white crowns. But I believe this one has like a navy top bill and patch beautifully done, 99. You know what I mean? Really nice crown right there. This Phillies, super fire. You know what I mean? The off-white with the like burnt orange type vibe. You know what I mean? With the color blocking on this, so nice. Black button, really nice hit. You know what I mean? Just matches perfectly. You know what I mean? Just a really well done crown. You know what I mean? Brewers, also pretty nice.
That's the one for me. That
like
Brewers color blocking fire. The blue, metallic blue on the patch, green accents. Like, I don't even know what kind of green that is on the top visor. And the blue, yeah.
I want to say emerald, maybe.
That shit nice, bro.
Yeah, it's a really, really nice crown for sure. Brewers hits pretty nice. Yankees, not mad at that at all. You know what I mean? Got the off-white with the brown, no green accents for sure. Yankee script, green squatchy. You know what I mean? Got the Angels, also pretty nice. You know what I mean? Off-white with the green. You know what I mean? Got the Guardians, which is nice to see a Guardians. We don't really see a lot of community Guardians here and there. And then the Diamondbacks, which is also a pretty nice crown right here. World Series 2001 patch, Arizona script. Lani, talk to me. What are your top three of
Top
these?
three? All right, I'm going to start it off with the Brewers off rip.
Okay.
Brewers. Then I think Guardians is actually doing it for me.
Okay.
Yeah, Brewers, Guardians, and damn, it's tough. It's either I think it's the Braves.
Okay.
I was gonna say Yankee, but I think the Braves would do it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would go Braves, Phillies, and Brewers probably. I think those are my three right there. You know what I mean? Can't go wrong. Phillies is a fucking movie though. Really, really.
No,
really
Phillies is
nasty.
nice. Phillies is nice.
Definitely a really dope crown.
Mm-hmm.
And then overall, just a bunch of dope crowns. These are going to drop over the next few weeks. You know what I mean? So you can see some of them. I think there was a few of them that dropped last week, and then they'll kind of just roll out 2 by 2. You know what I mean? Maybe 3 here, 2 there. You know what I mean? Stay tuned. Capsule hats. You know what I mean? Fly Kids is going down. You know what I mean? Capsule got a lot of shit going on. You know what I mean? So definitely tap in with those guys. Continuing on, let's roll down the list. We'll go Pro Society's Friday night lineup. You know what I mean? You got a bunch of crowns going on as always. Still trying to figure out how Pro Society can afford to do all of this. They are dropping crowns at a rapid rate right now. They had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 piece coming on Friday. How you feeling about these, Lani? Anything standing out to you?
We got 2 truckers.
Yes.
2 Astros truckers. We got a brown and an off-white joint.
Yep. Shouts to I think Fitted Dad did those.
Okay. That's funny. Fitted Dad. Nice. Oh, I know the Yankees definitely one of them ones. I'm not gonna lie. Damn, I forgot the gentleman out with
King of Crowns.
Yeah, King of Crowns. King of Crowns been active. Well, he always active, but I feel like he been activated the last like 2-3 weeks, right?
Yeah, started designing some hats and
he's been activated. That ass. Shout out to him, man. So for me, Yankees. I like a LA with a 75th World Series patch for some reason. For some reason that combo always does it for me. And then yeah, I think those 2 for sure. The other ones are nice. They're actually all nice crowns, but those would be the two I'd wear.
Okay. Yeah. Personally, I think Philly is my favorite in the bunch.
Okay.
Just love a little blue on blue two-tone. Something about a blue crown. You know what I mean? I'm wearing the blue right now. Just kind of like sticks out to me. And the off-white Astros trucker, no lie, not mad at that at all. You know what I mean? Pretty clean. But yeah, not a bad drop right here. A little 6-piece on Friday night. Continuing on. That is Pro-Sidey on Friday nights. Moving on.
That's So Fresh.
Let's go to So Fresh. And they had a pretty interesting drop this weekend, actually. A bunch of
black crowns. Black base. Once I saw these crowns, I was like, yo, they got a theme going on.
It's Black Crowns Saturday. You know
that ass.
A bunch of joints right here. First things first, you had a trio of like old school looking joints, you know what I mean? 1 Sharks and then 2 football joints, a 49ers and a Raiders. You know what I mean? Pretty clean, panel joints rather. Then you had Blowback Peanut with the Montreal Expos, you know what I mean? Mozzie joint. That was pretty clean right there. Can't go wrong. I love the color blocking on the side patch and the front logo on there. Then you got the Tecmo Bowl, courtesy of 215 Shooter. You know what I mean? I thought that was super inventive with the patch. I love what y'all doing with the Ricky patch lately. Shouts to Cut Your Cable, you know what I mean? He had the Akuma, and now I see people kind of taking advantage of the Ricky patch, trying to make it into something, you know what I mean? So I love that. Bo Jackson on the Ricky patch is nice, you know what I mean? Tecmo Bowl, if you know, you know. Dope hook right there. You have the what was the fucking hook for the deep thermal
I think it's Predator, the movie.
Okay. You know what I mean? Shouts to Fitted Algebra. This is just a fucking super colorful crown. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Very freaky vibes.
Have you ever watched that movie?
Yes, unfortunately, like against my will, kind of.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? I don't really like shit like that, but nonetheless. And then these old school crowns. Yeah. So talk to me. How you feeling about this? Anything standing out to you specifically?
215 definitely got the best joint, I feel like, out of this pack. That I'm digging the Raiders cap.
Okay.
2 Raiders joint fire. Yeah, just those.
Okay, not mad at that. This is nice. This is a nice pack, and it's just giving me nostalgia for sure. Yeah, I mean the panel crowns, the logos on the panel crowns. Yeah, I love the nostalgia. And nostalgia crowns, they do something to me. I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? That's definitely one of the things that I'm on lately. You know what I mean, I've been loving feeling like, you know what I mean, creating different kinds of nostalgic crowns. So yeah, that's definitely what I'm on right now. That's the shit that I'm liking. So shouts to So Fresh Clothing. That's a little 6-piece. Yeah, 6-piece right there. Continuing on. Let's go to where we going? We're going Renards. You know what I mean? We just showed the Renards pickup. Now we're gonna show you some Renards has to drop this week. You know what I mean? Got a 2-piece courtesy of the Camp Out. You know what I mean? 2 different Mets. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hold you. I said I was gonna design a hat for Renards, and I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna finish the job. I'm gonna make a Mets for Renards just cause. You know what I mean? But yeah, we got these 2 Mets right here. You got the purple with the black top visor, you know what I mean, green bottom, and then you got this pink with the brown, which also the pink with the brown does glow in the dark. You know what I mean?
He love a glow in the dark feature.
Yeah, he sent me photos. He
love a glow in the dark feature.
He was glowing in the dark in the patch and the front logo. So yeah, talk to me, Lani. How you feeling about these?
They're both very nice. It's funny, the pink one I like the most. But I'm upset about the corduroy top visor. I wish it didn't have the corduroy top visor.
Really, not jacking the corduroy?
I get, for some reason, I see this and it makes me think about Seinfeld.
How so?
You don't remember Jerry with the clean brown jacket that had the pink inside?
Okay, yeah.
For some reason that makes me think of this, but I like the colors that are used on this. That and then the blue accent. I'm not gonna lie, the blue accent is the one feature that really just offsets everything. Nice crown. I just wish it didn't have the corduroy.
Okay, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Maybe could have did the suede. Well, if you're gonna go freaking like that, do the suede. Maybe.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not gonna hold you. I want to make a corduroy crown eventually. I mean, I feel like people might hate it though. I want to get freaky, y'all, but I don't. Accept me.
Yo,
accept my freaky.
Pause.
Damn. Yeah. I gotta be more accepting of the freakiness.
Pause.
But yeah, this is a nice little 2-piece. I'm not mad at these at all. Shouts to the Camp Out and shouts to Renards. You know what I mean? They got the Mets on lock right now. For real. If you need a Mets, holla at Renards. They might got it for you.
Thanks.
Shouts to the City Boys setting that shit on fire. They got I don't know if you've seen, but they got a lot of their Mets crowns to Mets players. And they've been wearing them shits. Pete Alonso.
They right down the fucking block from the stadium.
That'll make it easy. You act like that makes it any easier.
What?
No, it sounds like, no, I don't like that. I feel like you were, that's hard to do. There's
No,
nobody
I'm saying,
out here. No, just hold on. Let me
No,
put
what
some
I'm
respect
saying
on
is
it.
they're right down the block. So I know Camp Out is a man that he's gonna make that trip, and he's gonna try to get it. He got reach.
A lot of motherfuckers have tried to make that shit happen, bro. You don't think every motherfucker that makes hats out here in this hat community wishes that their hometown team was wearing their crowns?
Nah,
not
the
just
the Mets organization, they're way more involved in like community stuff and like doing things like that. Like Yankees are very uppity. Yankees not doing it.
Well,
but the Mets,
the Yankees, no shit. I'm not even talking about the Yankees. I'm just saying,
but
in
the
general,
Mets,
in baseball, this
they're
doesn't
really more.
happen.
The Mets are more community based. That's the one thing that I'll give.
Listen,
I'll give Mets.
They could be community based, and they could even get a hat. But the fact that they sat there and wore these hats in press conferences, they not multiple times, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was something that they actually incorporated into their wardrobe when they didn't have to. They didn't have to do interviews in the batting practice wearing these hats. That's fucking dope. Like, it's really, really hard to cross those lines and get the people on the team to wear the licensed product because they wear Met shit all day. So sometimes they don't want to wear Met shit when they're on their own leisurely time.
I'm telling
you. But that is fucking dope, bro. And like, so yes, they're close to the Mets, but that doesn't make it any easier. You know what I mean? That's fucking hard to do, and that's dope that they did that.
This isn't the first time, right?
No, I think this is the first time that's happened.
Nah, because it's City Boys. They got stuff to them too. No,
that's what I'm talking about.
I thought you were talking about these crowns that we just talked about.
No, the crowns that City Boys got to them were from Renards.
No. I thought you were talking about these crowns too.
No, I'm talking about the City
okay,
Boys and Renards.
I thought they got these crowns to them too. I was about to say, well, that makes sense.
But at this point, the pipeline is open, and so you really never know. It could be any Mets.
Plus, what's that gentleman's name that collects the vintage Mets stuff?
Feeding them.
The guy that collects
vintage Mets.
Yeah, you feel me? Like
that's hilarious. What's the name of the guy that collects the vintage Mets stuff? His name is Vintage Mets.
Because he's definitely like a fucking, like, you feel me? Like,
oh, he's a super fan for sure.
Well, not a super fan, but I'll say like he's definitely highly respected in that area. You feel me? So
well, I feel like I don't think super fan would be something that's. I feel like he got negative.
I feel like he got a reach. You feel me? Like he's a different degree. Like he got a whole message board with people up on Facebook and all that. You feel me? Like. So when it comes to them, that's what I'm saying. Like they're really like community based. So I feel like when it comes to getting people stuff, they got opportunity, a lot more opportunity than other people.
Well, it's a lot of people have opportunity, but they don't make it happen. You know what I mean? And they made it happen. And that's what's important. All right, moving on. Let's go. Russet Sunset. You know what I mean? We got a pair of Batman crowns here. Talk to me, Lani. How are you feeling about the Batman vibes?
Oh, that's kind of cool. I want to. Ooh, what the? All right, I like the. Oh, you know what it is? This is a throwback from the cartoon joint with the pow, boom, boom, right? Like,
yeah, they're actually modeled after the comic books right behind them.
Okay, I was thinking about the actual live action and cartoon joint.
So you see,
cool. Do you ever watch those Batman episodes?
Nah,
when it's like live action, but when they punch, they do the whole like screen effect, the pow, psh, and the nah. Damn, you're missing out. That's actually one of my favorites of Batman. All right,
the hats though.
No, I said which one I like. I like the gray one more.
Yeah, I mean, I like.
You ain't say what you like.
I like both of them.
Okay.
I really love what John Jay does with the licensing product. You know what I mean? And so just taking things in the entertainment field and making great crowns out of them, it's not easy to do. You know what I mean? If it wasn't, everyone would do it. But you know what I mean? He seems like
he's the only one. I don't think anybody else is doing this shit.
Well, I saw a Batman crown that it'll come out eventually at a home game. I'm not sure exactly who designed it, but that's gonna happen at some point. Yeah.
Fire.
Sure. I mean, everybody has access to the same logos. It's just nobody's putting them to use. John Jay's the only one that's actually, you know what I mean, going out of his way and trying to make some shit with them. You know what I mean? And he just so happens to be a fucking mad scientist in the booth, and he's creating some amazing shit with them. But you know what I mean? Anybody could do them technically. Just everybody can't do them so tastefully and so well done. You know what I mean? So shouts to John Jay. I love this side of the game for real. You know what I mean? This is the shit that really gets me excited on the low ski. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not even a huge Batman fan, but I just love some different shit. You know what I mean? So that's that on that. That is Russet Sunset, John Jay, and 2 Batman crowns. Continuing on, we got Noho Naughty Paradise. You know what I mean? Talk to me, Lani. How are we feeling about this? Paradise is very nice.
I'm not a huge fan of this. I'm not gonna lie.
No, not your bot.
It's just the patch. I'm never really a big fan of that patch. That patch is never.
Really, I love that patch. That shit hard. What's wrong with the patch?
I'm never a fan of that patch.
But like, why specifically don't you like the patch? Like,
I'm never a fan. Like, it just don't look good to me.
Like, it
just doesn't look good to me. You feel me? Like, apples and oranges. You like it, I don't. Type shit. You know.
Okay. I just thought you had a reason specifically why you wasn't fucking with it.
I just don't like it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like that patch for sure. The crown is cool. I mean, I'm not mad at this crown. It reminds me heavily of, I don't know if you remember this, because I don't know if you was like tapped in at that point to that kind of like that side of things, but there was like a fucking, I don't know what store it was either. It might have been like an exclusive Fitteds or like a Sports World. It was one of the Queen stores in Jamaica Ave type shit that they had a colorway that was very similar to this. It was kind of like fucking like a mint chocolate chip situation. You know what I mean? There was like a Twins, there was like a Mats, and it was like pretty well respected amongst the community. They had pink bottoms though, and that was at the time where like pinkies was a thing, but people was still kind of jacking them. You know what I mean? And so that kind of reminds me of that. It's kind of got like a little bit of the essence of that, but clean. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at it. I like when you get a little bit of some bright colors mixed with some earth tones. You know what I mean? This is nice, pretty calm. You know what I mean? I like some different colorways.
That's brown in the top of it? Yeah, black. Okay,
that's brown. I mean, which adds a little bit of flair to it. I feel like. I mean, if it was black, I don't know that I would like it as much. Probably just be like kind of Tiffany vibes almost.
It'd be like a Liberty joint. That's what I would think.
Yeah, I mean, it would feel kind of.
That's
like
what I thought it was at first. Yeah,
it would feel like Tiffany-esque. You know what I mean? Which. Yeah.
Okay.
But now that you say that, I'm not gonna hold you. This could definitely get some run at like a Liberty game.
That's what I thought when I first saw it.
You could definitely get that off. You know what I mean? If you don't want to wear the Wiz Yankee every time, which I'm kind of, you know what I mean? That's like my go-to right now. But how many times can I wear the Wiz Yankee to Barclays? I guess as many times as I want.
Yeah,
but, you know?
really.
Until my Liberty hat comes in, I guess. You know what I mean? I will be wearing it. I gotta wear Zuli's joint. She got the LA that's Liberty inspired. That's the only other thing. I just be feeling weird wearing the LA to like the Barclays, but I'm gonna get over it eventually. Cause just for the sake of getting these crowns off, you know what I mean? Continuing on, let's go Burdines. You know what I mean? We have Cap Corp Collect. You know what I mean? This 2-piece right here, courtesy of IN_Tro. You know what I mean? And JP.Fitteds and Acryl Lit. You know what I mean? You have a Chicago White Sox with the Shy logo on the front, a 05 World Series with the purple and the brown, and then you have a drippy Pirates logo right here with the with the basically green tonal, and I forget exactly what 59 All-Star Game side patch. This is inspired by Zorro Drippy Pirates, Chi White Sox. I don't know. This has got to be an anime that I'm not up on. Talk to me. How you feeling about this line?
Yeah, I don't know what anime this is on, but the crowns are fire, both of them. They're getting used to that Shy logo. I don't think I've seen that just yet, where it's just Shy.
Yeah, me either, honestly.
Right, and then the patch, even the front logo on the Pirates. Yeah, both of these are fire. I'm not gonna lie, they did that thing on this.
Yeah, I thought these were pretty clean. I'm not gonna hold you. Decent color blocking. Seemed to go pretty well to the hooks, even though I don't recognize the hook all the way. But yeah, I think I didn't even realize the looks like the purple one is a pinky, so that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely brings the colorway together. I like that. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hold you. We gotta lose the whole Finky thing at this point. You know what I mean? It's over. You know what I mean?
It's been over.
But it's like over. I feel like once Justin left Hat Club, it marked like the very, very end.
What you mean? Once Frosty was making pinkies elsewhere.
Well, no shit. You know what I mean? But Frosty was still jacked that like if he didn't make it from home game, then it wouldn't be a pinky. Just hold on. Let me hear me out. I'm just trying to. We're having a conversation. I gotta try to show you all sides of the thing. To me, at this point in the game. Because Just and Frosty have now both moved on from working with Hat Club. I guess Frosty has a pack coming out with Hat Club soon, but that's going to be the last of it. You know what I mean? And so since the people that originated this entire idea aren't actually working with Hat Club anymore, I won't say Hat Club can't make pink bottoms because that's egregious. You know what I mean? But I would say that pink bottoms should come from everywhere and should come in a higher abundance now, because we should be fighting to keep alive the history of this shit. You know what I mean? And so when you make a pink bottom or you make an icy bottom, you should be shouting out Just. You should be shouting out Frosty. You know what I mean? You should be shouting out the people that made this thing possible, because if you don't, that story ceased to be told. You know what I mean? And you can't let them rewrite our history, y'all. You know what I mean? So it's very important that we open up the doors, and I'm gonna have a conversation with Frosty about this soon. You know what I mean? That we open up the doors to acceptance with this, because at the end of the day, people are just paying homage. They just know that this shit is popping, and they don't know exactly where it came from, but they won't ever know if we don't open up them doors. You know what I mean? And accept everybody with open arms. So and while we're here, you know what I mean? Very sad to see Just leave Hat Club. You know what I mean? But the start of a new era. You know what I mean? The end of an era for sure. And put some respect on that man's name. You know what I mean? Hold on.
He got so many. He leaving, but he got so many hats.
Yeah, I mean, obviously
he got so many hats that's about to drop. Still, like he's probably gonna be gone for like a year, and there'll still be clips coming from him, right? Like he be submitting mad shit.
I don't know, but nonetheless, you know what I mean? I just want to say, you know what I mean? That man was a instrumental part of building this community. You know what I mean? There would be no community if it wasn't for Just and Nadi going outside, you know what I mean, during COVID and selling pins, you know what I mean, and really putting in the groundwork. Just is one of the most instrumental members of this community that laid the foundation for us to even have a community. You know what I mean? And so definitely put some respect on that man's name. You know what I mean? Like what he gave to this game is unmatched.
He put the time in, you feel me?
That's a fact. You know what I mean? If Justin didn't believe in Frosty's idea and take that shit to corporate, and John didn't believe in it and get it done, you know what I mean? We would have nothing here, y'all. We wouldn't even be here right now. You know what I mean? So shouts to that, and shouts to seeing what it was, and when Frosty was like, fuck that, being able to be like, yo, this is something. Can we make this something? And believing in it and putting the battery in it, you know what I mean? And leading us to where we are today, you know what I mean? One day we'll have Just on for the full expose, but that'll be after my Hat Club contract is done.
The one thing I'll say about the pinkies that come out from Hat Club compared to different places, for some reason it's a different level of pink and a different level of icy, I've noticed, compared to when other stores do it. I don't know. You feel me? Like it's I don't know what it is.
It's not. What it is that sometimes like people will just not choose the exact right color. You know what I mean? And they're just getting one color off. That's really
because it's something about that pink and that blue when they come out from Hat Club compared to different places.
You know, it's crazy.
It'd be different.
Because back in the day, we really used to believe. Like we would look at Hat Club hats and look at other people's hats. Like I don't want to throw any stores under the bus. They're mom and pop shops at the end of the day. But let's say we used to look at other stores' hats and then look at Hat Club hats and be like, yo, these hats can't come from the same factory. Like Hat Club has better factories. They're getting better quality hats. And then we realized, you know what I mean? We grew up in this hat game and we understood that the reason the Hat Club's hats look better than everyone's was because they were designed better than everyone's hats. You know what I mean? These people were taking the opportunity to design these hats and to put the color placement where it was supposed to be. And so that's the reason that the hats look that much better, because the design was better. So shouts to Just and shouts to John. You know what I mean? Like we all got the same tools, but not everybody's using them the same way.
Other stores are just seeing what they were doing and copy and pasting.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
But they weren't copy and pasting good. You feel me? There
at
was
all.
A lot of streaks in the copy work.
For sure. I mean, one day we'll tell the whole story of the hat community. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a story to be told for sure. And a lot of y'all wasn't there, so you'll be kind of like not that you need to know all of the history of the hats. You know what I mean? But if you wasn't there, then you can't really tell the full story. You don't have the full scope. You don't really understand it all the way. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all wasn't there. I promise you, like seeing it from the inception of where it was to now, like
it's just different.
That's to say the very least. You know what I mean? It's a movie. It's a lot.
Well,
So
everything
much has shifted.
we could spark a whole new episode just based on that.
Oh, for sure. All right. Last but not least, we'll take it to Bones. You know what I mean? We'll go Grizzlies. I mean, we won't do comment time. We'll do comment time on Friday because, you know what I mean? Whatever's clever. We'll have more comments at that point. So, yeah, we got this Vancouver Grizzlies inspired Fresno Grizzlies crown.
Yeah,
right
shout
here.
out to him. You started marketing on this?
I did. I love that video. I'm not going to hold you. I want to see more shit like that. I love that, bro. I'm not like, I went to the.
We're talking about Bones. Bones is an originator of great marketing.
Well, yeah. No, obviously.
like
No,
him,
as far
Rahnni, you
as,
feel me? Like,
I'm saying as far as
Those guys.
like when we first started in this community, there was a lot more different kinds of methods of making a video and editing and popping yourself in and popping yourself out and effects and all the shit that they was trying to do because TikTok first got popping. You know what I mean? Like that we lost a lot of those recipes. You know what I mean? I don't know. Y'all got complacent along the way and it was like, okay, this blurry hat video will do. And it's like, no, I appreciate somebody's going to go the extra mile and fucking, you know what I mean, edit themselves, talking to themselves and, you know what I mean, do a concept and take some shit that was, you know what I mean, something that was serious to somebody and make it into a joke.
Let's talk about specifically what's going on. So we got a video with Bones. He got the off-white Grizzlies that we talking about, and then he has like the teal Grizzlies, right? And it's basically like what you've seen with like Cassidy the Hustler and Cassidy the Problem. You feel me? Like, you feel me? They having a conversation like, oh, yo, I got this crown dropping. Oh, I got this crown dropping. And it's just like, it's cool marketing. You feel me? Because this is basically what we've talked about in the past. You feel me? About somebody having the same idea that you have and an execution. You feel me? Like, he basically embodied that whole conversation in this clip. So make sure you take a chance to go check that out. But yeah, let's talk about the crown.
Yeah, I mean, off-white Grizzlies crown, you know what I mean? Black top visor. You got the Grizzlies word mark front logo with the teal on the inside, metallic copper, metallic red for the on the logo. Side patch. What's the side patch look like? I don't even know. Oh, side patch is hard. You know what I mean? You got the Grizzly on the side patch, bust down. You know what I mean? You got the BB to match. Yeah, I love this. Who doesn't love some Vancouver Grizzly shit? And I'm not gonna hold you. He actually inspired me. This is the second time we attempted to record this episode, y'all. Let's get candid real quick. You know what I mean? Last time we attempted to record this episode, I had the Grizzlies jersey on because of this specifically. I was like, yo, what should I wear? I looked around. I said, oh, shit, Grizzlies jersey. That's perfect. I threw on the Vancouver Grizzlies jersey, and then I knocked over one of our lights and broke it, and we had to stop the recording. And now we're here. You know what I mean? I got on a different shirt. But maybe next week, you know what I mean? I'll throw on the Grizzlies jersey because I felt inspired. Who doesn't love the Vancouver Grizzlies, bro? Like, the whole thing of the front logo, you know what I mean, the jersey colors, the whole vibe, it's just like so nostalgic, just such a good vibe. So who doesn't love that? You know what I mean? This is just ties perfectly into nostalgia. And you know, when I give a chef's kiss, I love a crown. You know what I mean? So this is very clean right here. Shouts to Bones Brims, shouts to ECAP City, doing good things over there, good people. You know what I mean? And that's not on that. That's episode 129, y'all. Were we trendy enough for you? Were we hype enough for you?
Yo,
Were we for the community?
We above the trend. You feel me? We set the trend.
That's the thing.
We tell y'all what the trends are. We've seen it already. We've been here. We've seen it. You feel me? Like,
yeah, these are real facts.
We like the weatherman.
Yeah, we set the trends. We create the conversations. You know what I mean? I know a lot of y'all wish y'all could create conversation like we do. And you can. Just be yourself. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know what I mean? You're trying to create conversation too hard. The thing is, we don't try to create conversation. We just get up here. We spit our shit. You know what I mean? We talk our talk.
And just be ourselves, man.
And people react to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And I love y'all for that, you know what I mean? And while you're here and if you haven't reacted, you know what I mean? If you just reacted with a laugh and reacted with a smile, now you can react with your fingers and you can go and press underneath us, you know what I mean? Pause. You can press directly below us, you know what I mean? That thumbs up. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you put a comment underneath this video. You know what I mean? Say something nice to us. Let us know that you love us. You know what I mean? Because we love you. Anything to leave the people with, Lani?
Nah, just make sure you, for me, like, comment, subscribe, as my brother said. And yeah, just make sure you tell us, you feel me, about the vlog content that we just posted.
Actually,
you know?
I want to start a new segment. You know what I mean? I'm gonna run it by you right now. You know what I mean? And we'll see what you know what I mean? And then we'll get the fuck out of here. I want to do a Ask Yesus and Lani section. You You know what I mean? Where like we'll put up like a question box on Instagram. You know what I mean? And we'll have people ask us questions, and then it won't be on the show, but it'll be like a separate video. You know what I mean? Like on the channel where we answer questions. If you put in a really good question, then we'll take the time to break down your question and answer it.
That's valid.
Think it would be cool. But anyways, we love you guys. See you guys next time on the Off the Dome podcast, episode 129. You know what I mean? Don't do bad, do good. Love your loved ones and love yourself above all else.